What if the biggest thing holding you back from speaking English confidently isn't your grammar? And it's not your vocabulary. It's the fear of making a mistake. You've got so much English inside you already, but that fear, that feeling of panic when it's your turn to speak, it just freezes you up in real-life conversations. It makes your mind go blank. It makes you try to translate every single word from your native language, and suddenly the conversation has moved on without you. But what if I told you that you could start to chip away at that fear, not by memorizing more grammar rules, but by using a simple 15-minute daily habit? A habit that's designed to build real, solid speaking confidence and to make you feel comfortable and even powerful in any English conversation. In this video, I'm going to walk you through that exact habit step by step. And here's the secret. It has almost nothing to do with being perfect. Stick with me. Have you ever felt your heart start pounding when someone asks you a question in English? You know the answer, you understand the words, but your brain just freezes. You start searching for the perfect sentence, the perfect words, and by the time you've pieced it all together, the moment is gone. If that sounds familiar, I need you to hear this. You are not broken, and your English is not the problem. The problem is that your brain is just trying to protect you. This fear of speaking is a deep psychological response. Your brain can't tell the difference between the fear of being judged for a tiny grammar mistake and the ancient fear of being kicked out of your tribe. So it triggers a survival instinct. It sees a threat and floods your body with adrenaline, which makes it incredibly hard to think clearly. It's a mental block, not a language block. We get caught in what I call the perfectionism trap. We tell ourselves, I'll speak up when I know more words, or I'll join the conversation when my grammar is perfect. But this is just a trick your fear is playing on you. Waiting for perfection is just a comfortable way to avoid the one thing that actually builds confidence: action. The truth is, the only way to become a confident speaker is to speak. Imperfectly at first, sure, but you have to speak. Think about it this way. The whole point of language is connection, not perfection. When you're having a conversation with someone, are you analyzing every single one of their grammar choices? Or are you listening to their message, their story, their idea? The people you speak with are doing the exact same thing. They just want to understand you, not grade you. We have to reframe how we look at mistakes. A mistake isn't a failure. It isn't a sign that you're bad at English. A mistake is just data. It's a little signpost showing you exactly what to work on next. It's a necessary step on the road to fluency. You have to give yourself permission to be imperfect, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. The best language learners aren't the ones who never make mistakes. They're the ones who make thousands of them and learn from each one without any shame. So how do we do that? How do we practice speaking in a way that doesn't set off that fear alarm? We create a safe space. And that's what this 15-minute habit is all about. This habit is simple, private, and seriously effective. It only takes 15 minutes a day, and you can do it all by yourself. You're about to become your own favorite speaking partner. We'll break it down into 3 easy 5-minute stages. Your first 5 minutes are all about input. I want you to find a short piece of real, authentic English audio that's about 1 to 2 minutes long. This could be a clip from a podcast, a scene from a TV show you like, a short news report, or even one of my videos. The most important thing is that it has a transcript. First, just listen to the audio clip once or twice without looking at the text. Don't stress about understanding every single word. The goal here is just to get a feel for the natural flow, the rhythm, and the intonation of the speaker. Just get a sense of the overall message.
Next, you're going to read the transcript out loud while listening to the audio at the same time. This is a super powerful step because you're connecting the sounds you hear with the actual words on the page. You're training your brain to link written English with spoken English, which is huge for your pronunciation and fluency. All right, now it's time to get active. For the next 5 minutes, we're going to use two techniques: shadowing and recording. First up, shadowing. Shadowing just means you listen to the audio and speak along with it in real time, kind of like a shadow. Try to copy the speaker's pronunciation, rhythm, and melody as best as you can. It's gonna feel weird at first, and you'll probably stumble over your words. That's totally fine. The point isn't to be perfect. The point is to get your mouth muscles moving and to train your mouth to make English sounds and speech patterns without you overthinking it. Do this for 2 or 3 minutes. You're literally building muscle memory for speaking. After shadowing, you're going to record yourself talking. The voice memo app on your phone is perfect for this. For the rest of the 5 minutes, you can either read the same transcript aloud at your own speed, or if you want a bigger challenge, try to summarize the audio clip in your own words. The most important rule here is don't stop talking. Even if you make a mistake or can't find the right word, just keep going. Push through that hesitation. This is how you build your ability to speak spontaneously. This final step is what turns all that practice into real progress. You're going to listen back to the recording of your own voice. Now, I know this can feel uncomfortable for a lot of people, so here's the most important rule. You are not allowed to judge yourself. You're not listening to criticize. You're listening to become aware. As you listen, just notice things. You can even compare your recording to the original audio. Maybe you'll notice a vowel sound that's a little off. Maybe you'll hear a spot where you pause to find a word. Don't label it as good or bad, just notice it. Pick just 1 or 2 things to focus on. For example, you might notice, the sound was tricky for me there. Or, my rhythm sounds a little flat compared to the original speakers. This process of gentle, non-judgmental review is how you learn from your mistakes in a way that actually helps you. You're gathering data for your next practice session. By focusing on awareness instead of perfection, you're teaching your brain to see speaking not as a scary performance, but as a skill you're developing, just like playing guitar or a new sport. Doing this every single day, just 15 minutes, will completely change your relationship with speaking English. To help you get started right away, I've created a free downloadable PDF worksheet. It has links to 7 short audio clips with transcripts, which is perfect for your first week of practice. You can click the link in the description below to download it right now. So why does this simple, private habit work so well for your real-world confidence? Because it gets to the root of the problem. First, it's a workout for your mouth. The shadowing and recording build muscle memory, making the sounds and rhythms of English feel more natural and automatic. Second, it retrains your brain's fear response. By practicing in a totally safe, private space, you're giving your brain repeated proof that speaking English is not a threat. There's no social pressure, no fear of judgment. You're slowly and steadily teaching that survival instinct to just chill out when it's time to speak. And third, it completely flips your mindset. This habit moves your focus away from a goal of perfection and toward a goal of communication. You learn to see mistakes as a normal part of the process and to just keep going. This mental shift is the key that unlocks everything. When you're no longer terrified of being imperfect, you're finally free to actually communicate. After a few weeks of this, you'll start to notice a change. You'll feel less hesitant. The words will start to come a little more easily. And that's when you can start taking small, low-stakes risks in the real world. Order your coffee in English. Ask a stranger for directions. Leave a comment on a YouTube video in English. These small wins build on each other, creating a powerful cycle of confidence. For years, you might have believed that the secret to speaking confidently was memorizing more words or mastering every last grammar rule.
But true, solid confidence doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from trusting yourself to handle not knowing everything. It comes from action, not from just sitting back and learning. This 15-minute habit is your training ground. It's your daily commitment to taking action. And consistency is everything here. By showing up for just 15 minutes every day, you're sending a powerful message to yourself. I am becoming a confident English speaker. You're not waiting for confidence to just show up one day. You're building it one word at a time. Now, I have a question for you. What's one small speaking challenge you're going to set for yourself this week? Will you record yourself for the first time? Will you try ordering a meal in English? Let me know down in the comments. I love reading your commitments, and it really helps inspire everyone else in this community. And finally, if this video gave you a new way to think about building your confidence, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We have so much more to share to help you speak fluent, confident English. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.